Hello everybody, it is officially day 91 of the account. Anniversary is literally this reset, as by the time I'm recording this, it's like 8 hours before maintenance. And I am, according to the game, no longer a new player. I've lost the new player check-in and all of the bonuses, but I digress. So hopefully I get this video up like during maintenance. Yeah, so because of that, I'm gonna make my free to play. I still have this thing and VIP 0. I'm getting sidetracked. Free to play buy list for the anniversary. Starting off with the most important part of my account because I have 5 DPSs and 4 DPS uniforms and 1 support uniform. It is cooked because I got this mother trucker right here instead of buying like a couple of uniforms to round out my roster. But yeah, uniforms. Currently, I have these ones that I'm planning to get, which total up to. Um, I'm gonna count this as the uniform ticket because we get one for the anniversary gifts, and then I'm just not gonna count this because it's gonna be a gold uniform. That comes up to 7,250 crystals just for uniforms. So I'm gonna need to wait a day to get all of that, but it's fine since I only get 500 tomorrow through the check-in. So as you can see, we have 4-star Venom since I already have Thor tier 4, and it's between Thor or Venom tier 4 as best tier 4 selector options if you don't have either of them raised. Captain Marvel because I really don't want to build Wanda for like 1 day of ABX and 1 day of ABL. Does she even have a day of ABL if I'm using Dark Phoenix Jean? I'm actually not sure, but yeah. I don't have Cable unlocked. I don't have Scarlet Witch unlocked. I don't have a single Cable bio, which means minimum, if I were to build Wanda, I would also have to sack on 30 World Boss Legend clears, which is about 1,000 Carbonadium as well. Plus, I believe she needs her tier 4 as well. So I need to commit all of those resources for literally just an EBXL tune. I don't think he has any. He definitely doesn't have PvP value. No zombie survival value, I'm pretty sure. And I've heard that he's worse in World Boss Legend than Captain Marvel anyway. Not too sure about that, not 100%, but yeah. So I've decided to go for Captain Marvel's considering she's in the tier 3 selector I got yesterday for being a new player. And she covers the days. I can just snatch up whoever the next universal female hero is. It could be Jean White Phoenix uniform. In that case, I'm super prepared, but yeah. Zombie Strange. I think he speaks for himself, but something. Actually, I'll get to that later. Pimtron? Um, we'll also get to that later. Red Goblin, considering I skipped Gwenpool, I'm gonna need a decent speed villain to score quite a bit, and Red Goblin actually does it quite well. I believe he was meta for a bit on the speed villain day, or maybe it, I'm actually not too sure, but he does score quite well, especially considering how cheap he is. He's a native tier 1, he's hard stuck tier 3, and he's amazing. And also his support is incredible. I have a lot of villains on my account, and look at this. Super villain allies, 45 damage to both heroes and villains. Passive is self buff. All allies, which means if I was desperate, I can use this on Thor, I can use this on Black Widow, on Iron Man. 40% ignore dodge and 40% all attack. That is insane. 40% ignore dodge is cracked. That's, I believe, more than Valkyrie. But yeah, that's an insane amount. Like, people glaze Doctor Strange for a self lead, but it's 45 energy attack, So plus 5% energy attack at the cost of 20 ignore dodge. It's incredible. Keen, well, I bought the deluxe pack, and he's basically almost built. And he's still an incredible PvE tune. PvP tune, I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna need like okay-ish hybrid characters for the new Timeline Battle Arena thing anyway. Yeah, he's incredible. And then, no, I have him tier 4. I still believe he'll be good in PvP, but I'm gonna build him for PvE. I think, considering I play Timeline on manual, I think Emrage Null in PvP actually isn't that bad because you can spam all your skills, get your enrage proc, and then that proc actually gives super guard break immunity. So it sucks on auto, but I think on manual it's genuinely passable. So yeah, and I also get to hybrid PvE PvP value. Yeah. So Sentry's new uniform got released, and honestly, worst case scenario, null Colossus Sentry. But there's still a scenario where null with Agent Venom support still beats Sentry, or I don't think Sentry double support will be good unless Ghost or Taskmaster give insane Thunderbolt support. Wait, no. Sentry isn't even a Thunderbolts. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think Sentry double support in any world is going to be better than either null double support or null Sentry +1. So still happy about this. PvE, PvP value, everything value basically. Ronin, um, Thor, Null, Gene. Need I say more? 25% ignore dodge, 40 damage, and then a 50% all attack lead, I believe. Yeah. And then Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Oh, wait, really? That's 30. Damn, okay. 35% ignore dodge. I did not know it was that high. 35% ignore dodge, 55% damage to villains. Why does he have 3 super guard break skills? Okay, too much yapping. So that's my number 1 priority. Number 2 priority is actually legendary battles. Again, I like to vertically invest instead of having a bunch of characters that specialize in a few things. I'd like to have really, really strong characters. So I'm snatching up 3 out of the 4 CTP selectors slash rage CTPs from legendary battles. This one, which also gives the full refund without needing anything else, needing anyone build. Plus, I have tier 3 Captain Marvel. Um, Spider-Man Far From Home. Unfortunately, 200 crystals are locked behind Mysterio level 70, so I'll need to do that sometime. But Type 3 enhancement Spider-Man gives you a CTP selector, and it does have a rage. And Ant-Man and the Wasp. All of the crystals are locked behind regular challenges, and Pimptron is turning into a gold uniform with the anniversary, so that's another CTP of rage for me. What to do with those? I'm actually not too sure. Well, one thing I definitely know that I'm doing is the stage unlock requirements. This one, it's going on discount, and I really want to push World Boss Legend, so 300 of my crystals goes to that. No, oops, no, I'm not building Apocalypse. I'm not gonna tier 3 Apocalypse. If I'm not gonna build Scarlet Witch and she's actually meta, I'm not gonna tier 3 Apocalypse for a stage requirement. Mephisto's actually pretty fine. Um, it's Iron Fist at for stage 9 and then Quicksilver for stage 19. Quicksilver is okay because he's only 1.5x cost, plus I have him, so there's no World Boss Legend runs I need to sack. Gore is dumb. Ooh, I can't even do it. I need to clear this 3 more times. Rescue, yep. outpicking her from any selectors. Jean and Kang are fine, I believe. Jean, well, Jean 20 needs Toxin, but Jean 10 only needs Beast. And Kang, yeah, Kang 10 is both tier 20 is Angela. They're both native tier 1 non-premium, so it should be fine. But yeah, that's my anniversary spending plans. For the rest, um, I guess I'll just wait and see. Not really. Also, I completely forgot to mention, but there's actually a pretty good crystal relay offer coming soon, so make sure to save crystals for that.